Have you ever looked at a luxury SUV and thought, that's beautiful, but I wish it actually felt fun to drive? What if we told you Mazda might have just cracked the code? Meet the 2025 Mazda CX-70, a brand new two-row midsize SUV that doesn't just compete with luxury names like BMW or Lexus, it dares to do something few in this class even attempt: blend soul-stirring driving dynamics with everyday practicality. This isn't a dressed-up CX-5, and no, it's not just a shrunken CX-90 either. This is a purpose-built SUV that rides on Mazda's all-new rear-wheel drive biased platform, powered by a turbocharged inline-six engine or a plug-in hybrid setup. Yes, you heard that right, a six-cylinder Mazda SUV in 2025. But here's the real question. In a market flooded with bland crossovers, is the CX-70 just different, or is it truly better? Stick around, because in the next few minutes, we're diving deep into Mazda's boldest SUV yet and why it could be the sleeper hit of the year for American drivers. Welcome to Car Today Reviews, where we break down the newest vehicles with expert insights, sharp analysis, and no fluff. Let's get started. Now that we know the CX-70 isn't just another crossover, let's start with what you'll notice first: its design. Because even before you sit behind the wheel or hear the engine growl, the CX-70 already makes a bold statement. And trust us, Mazda didn't come here to whisper. At first glance, the 2025 Mazda CX-70 looks like it belongs in a showroom next to German badges, and that's no accident. Mazda's Kodo design philosophy has matured into something truly distinctive here. The long hood, short front overhang, and wide stance give the CX-70 a commanding presence, clearly influenced by rear-wheel drive proportions. It's sleek, sculpted, and emotionally expressive, three things you rarely hear in the same sentence as midsize SUV. Mazda didn't overload this design with flashy elements or oversized grills. Instead, they focused on precision and restraint. Think of it as minimalism with muscle. The front fascia is clean yet aggressive, with sharp LED headlights and a new blacked-out grille that adds a stealthy premium edge. In the back, the taillights are slimmer, more refined than the CX-90, giving it a more athletic profile that feels modern without screaming for attention. Let's talk dimensions. The CX-70 is nearly identical in length to the CX-90, but with only 2 rows instead of 3, it carries itself with a lower, sportier stance. It looks less like a family hauler and more like something you'd take on a spirited drive through the Rockies. Compared to competitors like the Hyundai Santa Fe, the Mazda appears sleeker and more upscale. Next to the Venza, it looks more performance-ready and far less anonymous. Mazda also offers the CX-70 in striking colors like rhodium white and soul red crystal, shades that change character under different lighting, making the SUV feel alive, almost as if it's in motion even when parked. And with available black 21-inch wheels and high-gloss exterior trims, this vehicle isn't just aiming for utility buyers. It's calling out to those who want style with substance. While other automakers try to blend in with conservative designs, Mazda takes a stand here. The CX-70 doesn't just follow trends, it redefines what a premium driver-focused SUV should look like in 2025. If the exterior of the CX-70 turns heads on the street, then the interior is where Mazda truly speaks to the driver's soul. Because once you step inside, it's not just about comfort, it's about connection. Let's open the door and see how Mazda has turned this SUV into something far more personal. The moment you slide into the Mazda CX-70 cabin, you're greeted not by flashing screens or overdone gimmicks, but by a sense of calm. Mazda's design language here is deeply rooted in Japanese aesthetics. Clean lines, a horizontal layout, and a dedication to craftsmanship that feels almost hand-built. It's not about overwhelming you, it's about centering you. Every surface feels thoughtfully designed. From the available Nappa leather seats to the elegant contrast stitching and genuine maple or metallic accents, the interior feels less like a crossover and more like a boutique hotel suite. The materials aren't just soft touch for the sake of spec sheets, they're luxurious to the fingertips and visually serene. What really elevates the CX-70's cabin is its driver-centric layout. Unlike many SUVs that treat the cockpit as just another seat, Mazda subtly angles the center console toward the driver, bringing controls within easy reach. It creates a sense of intimacy between you and the machine, like you're in command of something special. The 12.3-inch digital instrument cluster and matching infotainment screen are crisp, clean, and, thankfully, free of unnecessary clutter. Mazda continues to rely on its intuitive rotary dial interface, which some might call old school, but it's a deliberate choice, one that prioritizes focus over distraction. For those who prefer touchscreens, Apple CarPlay and Android Auto are fully supported, with wireless integration and an available Bose 12-speaker audio system that delivers concert-level sound. Let's talk space. By ditching the third row, the CX-70 offers generous second-row legroom and cargo space that puts it ahead of competitors like the Toyota Venza and Nissan Murano. It's more comfortable for adult passengers and weekend adventures alike. Mazda even included small but thoughtful details, like the panoramic sunroof that bathes the cabin in light, ambient interior lighting for a modern nighttime feel, and a rear cargo floor that's nearly flat for easier loading. Noise insulation? Mazda went the extra mile. With thicker glass, improved door seals, and sound-deadening materials borrowed from the flagship CX-90, the cabin remains whisper-quiet even at highway speeds. You don't just drive this SUV, you escape in it. Compared to rivals in the mid-segment segment, Mazda is clearly pushing toward a premium experience without the luxury badge markup. The Hyundai Santa Fe might offer bold design, but it doesn't match Mazda's material quality or driver intimacy. The Honda Passport has space, sure, but the CX-70 brings elegance and focus. In short, this interior isn't about tech overload or maximalist luxury. It's a refined, purposeful space that reflects Mazda's philosophy. Driving is a human experience, and your surroundings should elevate it. Now that we've felt the serenity inside, it's time to talk about what happens when you press the start button. Because for all the calm the CX-70 offers in the cabin, under the hood, it's a different story. One of power, precision, and surprising agility. Let's pop the hood and talk performance. Mazda isn't just selling an SUV with the CX-70, they're selling a philosophy that driving should still matter even in a two-row mid-size utility vehicle. And with the 2025 CX-70, they've engineered a powertrain lineup that punches far above its weight class. Let's start with the headline. The standard engine is a 3.3-liter turbocharged inline-six. Yes, an inline-six in a segment dominated by 4 cylinders and CVTs. This engine produces up to 340 horsepower and 369 pound-feet of torque when using premium fuel, making it one of the most powerful in its class. But this isn't brute force, it's refined muscle. Paired with the 48V mild hybrid system, Mazda calls this a mild hybrid inline-six turbo, and it's not just for show. The electric assistance smooths out stop-start transitions, adds a touch of torque at low speeds, and enhances fuel efficiency without taking away the soul of the drive. This isn't your typical hybrid, it's a performance-minded solution for real-world driving. There's also a plug-in hybrid option for those seeking efficiency without compromise. Borrowed from the CX-90, this system pairs a 2.5-liter naturally aspirated engine with an electric motor for a total system output of 323 horsepower and 369 pound-feet of torque. It offers an estimated 26 miles of all-electric range, perfect for daily commutes, with the ability to switch seamlessly into hybrid mode for longer journeys. It's an ideal blend of green responsibility and long-distance practicality. Now, let's talk feel. All CX-70 variants come standard with Mazda's iActive all-wheel drive system and an 8-speed automatic transmission. No CVTs here, thank you. The result? Smooth, direct shifts, strong power delivery, and traction confidence whether you're in snow, rain, or simply carving up a back road. Where Mazda truly sets itself apart is in how it drives. Thanks to a longitudinal engine layout and rear-wheel drive-based architecture, the CX-70 feels more balanced and responsive than front-wheel-based rivals like the Toyota Venza, Honda Passport, or even the Subaru Outback. Steering is precise, body roll is minimal, and the ride remains composed even when pushed. It's the kind of SUV that doesn't just get you from A to B, it encourages you to take the scenic route. In terms of raw performance, few midsize SUVs without luxury badges can compete. The Ford Edge ST might offer similar power but lacks Mazda's finesse and hybrid options. The Hyundai Santa Fe hybrid offers efficiency but not the same level of dynamic engagement. And the Kia Sorento PHEV, it's efficient but feels clinical, whereas the CX-70 is mechanical poetry. Bottom line, Mazda has injected premium-level engineering into a mainstream SUV. Whether you're after power, poise, or efficiency, the CX-70 delivers, and it delivers with character. It's not just about how the car moves, but how it thinks. After all, a powerful engine can take you far, but smart technology decides how comfortably and confidently you get there. And this is where the Mazda CX-70 2025 starts to speak a different language, one that's quietly brilliant. There's a moment. You slide into the driver's seat, the cabin lights breathe to life, and the 12.3-inch digital display welcomes you not with loud animations, but with quiet confidence. That's when it hits you. This isn't technology shouting for attention. It's technology that listens first. Mazda's approach to tech in the 2025 CX-70 doesn't follow trends blindly. It follows human behavior. While many brands race to fill dashboards with touchscreens, Mazda pauses. Instead, they offer a center screen that becomes touch-enabled only when you're parked, a small but powerful gesture that says, "We trust you to drive, not to swipe." Once you're in motion, you interact through the commander control knob, placed exactly where your hand naturally rests. It's smooth, tactile, and thoughtfully placed, like using a high-end watch instead of a cheap smartwatch. Old-fashioned? Maybe. Or maybe it's just right. And the rest? It all falls into place. Wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, a Qi charging pad, and a 12-speaker Bose system that transforms podcasts into conversations and music into atmosphere. This isn't just sound, it's sound shaped for your cabin, tuned for your journey. But let's go further. You're backing out of a tight parking spot downtown. Mazda's 360-degree camera with transparent trailer view gives you an invisible eye where you need it. You check your head-up display to glance at your speed, and your digital rear-view mirror shows you what's behind, crystal clear even if your cargo area is full. For families, for long drives, for cold mornings, you'll appreciate the remote start and preconditioning through the Mazda Connected Services app. And if you're in the PHEV model, it even lets you schedule EV charging from your phone. Because sometimes luxury is about not having to think at all. What stands out is Mazda's refusal to overwhelm. There's no tech for tech's sake, no 50-inch curved displays, just clever, calming tools that support your drive. Compared to the Hyundai Santa Fe or the Toyota Venza, the CX-70 feels more personal, more curated, less "look what we added" and more "look what you actually need." And the best part is, you don't need a luxury badge to feel like you're driving something premium. The CX-70 delivers that same sense of intentional elegance that you'd expect from an Audi Q5 or a Lexus RX, but without the badge tax. This is technology that doesn't try to wow you, it tries to understand you. And that, in a world obsessed with noise, might just be the smartest feature of all. Great design, solid performance, and smart tech can impress, but in the real world, value is what closes the deal. So the big question is, how much do you have to spend to bring the Mazda CX-70 home? And more importantly, what exactly do you get for your money? Mazda never tried to compete by being the cheapest. Instead, they focus on value, offering features and refinement typically found in vehicles thousands of dollars more expensive. And the 2025 CX-70 is no exception. Let's break it down. The CX-70 launches in the US with 3 powertrain options: a base inline-6 with mild hybrid tech, a high-output turbocharged inline-6, and a plug-in hybrid electric PHEV variant for those seeking eco-conscious performance. Each of these is offered in a series of well-equipped trims with pricing that starts competitively. CX-70 3.3 Turbo, preferred, starting at $40,445. This base model already includes a panoramic moonroof, power liftgate, 12.3-inch center display, wireless CarPlay and Android Auto, and a full suite of iActive Sense safety tech. It's anything but an entry level. CX-70 3.3 Turbo Premium from $45,900, it adds ventilated front seats, leather upholstery, and a Bose audio system, the sweet spot for many buyers. CX-70 3.3 Turbo Premium Plus, priced at $48,900, this trim feels like an executive lounge on wheels. Full digital cluster, head-up display, upgraded driver assist. Then comes the CX-70 PHEV, with pricing starting at $54,400. With an estimated 26 miles of all-electric range, this model lets you do most daily commutes without burning a drop of gas, then kicks into hybrid mode for longer trips. It also qualifies for federal tax credits, reducing the real-world costs significantly. For the full experience, the PHEV Premium Plus tops out around $57,000, placing it against rivals like the Lexus NX450h Plus or the Volvo XC60 Recharge. But here's the twist. The CX-70 undercuts both in price while matching or even exceeding on features and driving refinement. And across the board, all-wheel drive is standard. No extra charge, no confusing packages. You get capability and confidence no matter which trim you pick. When you stack it against competitors like the Toyota Venza, Hyundai Santa Fe, or Ford Edge, the CX-70 offers a noticeably more premium package, both in terms of materials and ride quality, and yet it comes in at a similar or even lower price point, especially when you factor in standard equipment. This is Mazda at its best, offering near-luxury quality at a price that's actually reachable. And in today's market, where value feels rarer than ever, that alone might make the CX-70 2025 one of the smartest SUV buys of the year. In a world flooded with cookie-cutter crossovers, the 2025 Mazda CX-70 dares to be different. It doesn't try to scream for attention with oversized grills or gimmicky features. Instead, it wins you over the old-fashioned way, with elegant design, genuine driving dynamics, and thoughtful luxury that doesn't feel forced or overpriced. From its wide, confident stance to the carefully stitched leather inside, the CX-70 speaks to a different kind of SUV buyer, someone who values substance over flash and believes driving should still feel like something special even on a Tuesday morning commute. It's not just another SUV, it's Mazda refining the formula, blending premium quality, smart powertrain options, and everyday usability into one cohesive, well-priced package. Sure, it's not the biggest, flashiest, or most futuristic SUV out there, but it's the one that feels balanced, human-centric, and most importantly, honest. And in today's market, that's rare. So if you're looking for a mid-size SUV that's just as comfortable pulling into a luxury hotel as it is hauling groceries in the rain, one that offers you the choice between thrilling turbo power or efficient plug-in driving, and one that quietly redefines what value should feel like, the Mazda CX-70 might just be the smartest SUV you've never considered. If you enjoyed this review, make sure to like the video and subscribe to Car Today Reviews for more expert breakdowns, real-world comparisons, and deep dives into the best vehicles hitting the US market. Your next smart car choice could start right here. Let's find it together. Turn on notifications so you never miss an honest review. See you in the next video.